Cancer. If the first half of 2026 felt like you were quietly holding everything together behind the scenes, take a breath, because the next 6 months are about to flip that script completely. Between July and December 2026, your story shifts from inner reflection to dynamic, visible action. The turning point? Mars, the planet of drive, courage, and raw willpower, marches into your sign on August 11th and lights up your first house of identity. This is the cosmic moment you stop waiting for permission and start moving. And here's the deeper arc of this half year. You begin by stabilizing your personal resources, your money, your skills, your voice, and you end by completely redesigning your closest relationships and the way you communicate with the world. This isn't a small update. This is an evolutionary step in reclaiming your personal authority and finally learning to set boundaries without guilt. So if you're a Cancer Sun or Cancer Rising, stay with me because I'm going to walk you through every major transit, month by month, and tell you exactly what to do, what to avoid, and when the luckiest windows open up. Before we dive in, a quick honest heads up. This forecast speaks to Cancer as a whole, but your actual birth chart is as unique as your fingerprint, your rising sign, your moon, the exact house each of these planets is activating for you. That's where a personal reading changes everything. Here at Astro Forecast, this is exactly what we do. If you want clarity that's built around your chart, we offer full birth chart readings, year ahead and monthly forecasts, career and life purpose readings, relationship compatibility, soulmate and marriage timing readings, money and wealth readings, solar return and transit readings, plus business astrology, and personal question-based guidance when you just need a straight answer. If any of that speaks to you, the WhatsApp chat link is waiting in the description box below. Send us a message, and we'll take it from there. Now, let's get into your 6 months. Let's set the stage, because the timing is everything here. Through July and August, the personal planets, the Sun, Mercury, and Venus, move through your second and third houses. Translation: money, practical skills, and communication. Venus enters Virgo on July 9th. The Sun moves into Leo on July 22nd. And by August, you've got Mercury shifting into Leo on the 9th and Virgo on the 25th, with Venus stepping into Libra on August 6th. This whole stretch is about financial independence, sharpening real-world skills, and reconnecting with the people right around you. Then comes the big one. August 11th, Mars enters Cancer. This drops a surge of fire straight onto your identity, your physical body, and your personal drive. You'll feel more initiative than you felt in ages, and if you're honest, a little more emotional reactivity too. We'll talk about how to handle that. Through September and October, the focus slides into your 4th and 5th houses: home, family, creativity, and romance. The Sun enters Libra on September 23rd, and Scorpio on October 23rd. Venus moves into Scorpio and lights up your 5th house of love and self-expression. This is your heart and home season. And then November and December bring the 6th and 7th house energy. Daily routines, health, work efficiency, and serious commitment and partnership. The Sun enters Sagittarius on November 22nd, and Capricorn on December 21st, while Mercury and Venus reshuffle the final weeks of the year towards structure and long-term agreements. So the emotional through line is this: balance self-protection with healthy assertion, stabilize your income, clean up your communication, and rebuild the foundation of your key relationships. Simple to say, life-changing to actually do. Let's talk about your professional life, because this is where Mars in your sign becomes a genuine superpower. From mid-August onward, you carry a drive that's almost impossible to ignore. This is your window to launch a solo project, or finally take the lead on that workplace initiative that's been stuck in neutral for months. People will notice a different energy from you, more decisive, more present, more willing to step forward. The challenge? That same fire can spark friction with authority figures or colleagues, especially if you've been swallowing frustration instead of voicing it. Cancers tend to defend first and explain later. When Mercury moves through your 3rd house in late August, You'll have the communication tools to say the hard thing diplomatically. Use them. Here's your secret weapon, your intuition about group dynamics. You read a room better than almost anyone. As you move from quiet observer to active leader, that instinct becomes the thing that lets you steer collective goals without steamrolling anyone. And keep your eyes on late November and December. As the sun enters your 6th house, it's a prime window to restructure your daily work habits or step into a new, service-oriented role. If a change has been brewing, this is when it gets real. Money is one of the biggest themes of your summer, Cancer. In late July and August, the Sun and Mercury spotlight your 2nd house of income. This is your green light to negotiate higher rates, ask for that raise, or explore an alternative income stream you've been quietly curious about. The confidence is there. Use it before it fades. But here's the caution flag. When Mars pushes into your financial sector in late September, watch for sudden, impulsive spending, those urgent, emotionally driven purchases that feel essential in the moment and regretful by the weekend. For investments, the heavy Virgo energy of 2026 favors the grounded, tangible, and secure over the speculative and flashy. This is a build slowly year, not a gamble big year. And any major financial commitment? Review it in late August, when analytical Mercury gives you the focus for detailed budgeting and careful contract reading. Most importantly, rebuilding your savings isn't just a financial task for you, it's an emotional anchor. Every bit you set aside quiets the background anxiety and helps you feel safe. That safety is worth more to a Cancer than any splurge. Now the part so many of you have been waiting for. If you're single, mark September and October. Venus and the Sun move through your 5th house of romance, and your personal magnetism goes way up. You become more visible, more playful, more open, and that's exactly when meaningful connections tend to appear. Say yes to the invitation. Show up. If you're in a relationship, the real shift lands in late December when the Sun and Mercury move toward your 7th house. The conversations turn serious in a good way. Long-term agreements, shared plans, deeper commitment. It's a season for defining what you're building together. Family gets its spotlight in August and September as transits move through your 4th house. Expect a pull to harmonize your home environment and to finally clear up misunderstandings that have been quietly lingering. And your friendships brighten through August's 3rd house transits, lighter, more frequent contact with the people nearby. If you've been in your shell, this is the cosmos gently coaxing you back out. Home is sacred to you, Cancer. It always has been. During Venus's transit through Libra in August, your 4th house glows with a need for emotional security and domestic comfort. You'll want your space to feel right, not just look right. The balancing act comes as ambitious professional goals compete with domestic responsibilities. With Libra planets in your 4th house, you're being asked to hold both without dropping either, a delicate but very doable dance. The late September transits open a real door for healing. This is the moment to address generational patterns or old domestic friction that's been passed down or swept under the rug. And practically speaking, late summer into early autumn may spark conversations about upgrading, redecorating, or even relocating to somewhere more peaceful. If moving has been on your mind, this window makes the discussion natural. With this much planetary fire, your well-being needs a plan. Mentally, watch for overthinking and nervous tension during the heavy 3rd house Virgo transits in August and again in November. Your mind will want to spin. Give it structure instead. Physically, though, Mars in your 1st house from August 11th is a genuine energy gift. You'll have stamina and drive to spare, but that energy needs an outlet. Consistent physical movement isn't optional this season. It's how you stay balanced. Be honest about burnout, too. November's solar transit through your 6th house can quietly overload you if you keep saying yes to unrealistic workloads. And for self-care, lean into somatic release movement, breath work, stretching plus clean nutrition, and a sleep schedule you actually protect. Grounding that intense Martian heat is the whole game. Let's name the 4 gold mines of this half year. First, personal rebranding. Mars in your first house lets you reinvent how you show up in the world, breaking those old patterns of passivity for good. Second, financial stabilization. The midsummer transits are a prime cosmic window to negotiate better pay and tighten up your budget. Third, creative expression. The autumn Scorpio transits crack open deep creative potential, an excellent time to reveal a hidden talent or push an artistic project into the light. And fourth, enhanced communication. The Virgo transits hand you the exact analytical focus you need to write, teach, or pitch an idea and actually land it. Now the honest part, because a real forecast doesn't only tell you the good stuff. Challenge 1. Impulsivity and temper. Mars in your first house can show up as sudden outbursts, defensiveness, or impatience. Why? Because fiery energy pouring into a sensitive water sign creates internal pressure, and pressure without a release valve boils over. The fix: build in a mandatory pause before you react to anything triggering, and route the excess into demanding physical exercise. Move the fire through your body, not at the people you love. Challenge 2. Mental overwhelm. The Virgo and Sagittarius transits can tip you into analytical paralysis, worrying over tiny daily duties until you're frozen. The fix: rigorous time blocking and delegation. Protect your psychological bandwidth like it's your most valuable asset, because it is. Let me hand you the dates to circle. Early July is your quiet before the storm, a reflective window for rest and clarifying what you actually want before the energy floods in. August 11th, Mars enters Cancer, the pivotal turning point of the entire half year. Expect a tangible jump in vitality and drive, and an almost physical urge to take action. October 23rd to 25th, the Scorpio peak. These are the standout days when creative expression, romance, and personal joy align beautifully with your water element core. Late December, the relationship shift. The final weeks bring concrete focus to partnerships, commitments, and shared futures. And as planets settle into Capricorn and Sagittarius, the passionate self-assertion of late summer matures into steady daily discipline and partnership responsibility. Here's your personal toolkit for the season. Your lucky color is silver gray. It bridges your lunar sensitivity with the grounded analytical Virgo energy of 2026. Your lucky number is 7, aligned with inner wisdom and the introspective destination of your year-end 7th house transits. Your lucky day is Tuesday, ruled by Mars, your primary engine of transformation from August onward. Your lucky crystal is carnelian, which boosts courage, physical energy, and creative drive while keeping emotional stagnation away. Your lucky element is water, reinforcing the emotional intelligence that lets you glide through fiery and earthy transits alike. And your lucky direction is north, tied to the base of the chart, a reminder to stay anchored in your roots. Your power affirmation for these 6 months. I direct my personal power with clarity, courage, and calm boundaries. Say it in the mirror. It's the exact antidote to Mars turning raw reaction into conscious, strategic action. Western Astrology remedies. A few simple practices to stay aligned. Set moon intentions with each lunar cycle to keep your emotional body synced with your ruling luminary. Use Mars somatic release, running, breathwork, martial arts, to ground that first house fire. Take barefoot nature walks, ideally near water, to settle the mental buzz of the Virgo transits. Do a domestic declutter during the Libra season to restore harmony to your sanctuary, and keep a stream of consciousness journal during Mercury transits to filter anxiety and crystallize what you actually think. Cancer, this is your season to reclaim your personal power. Set clear and loving boundaries, and let the cosmic currents carry you somewhere new. The only question is whether you'll use it. If this forecast resonated with your journey, do 3 quick things for me. Hit that like button, drop your thoughts in the comments below, I read them, and subscribe with notifications turned on so you never miss a forecast. And remember, if you want guidance built around your unique chart, the WhatsApp chat link is in the description. reach out anytime. Until then, trust your intuition, honor your boundaries, and I'll see you in the next one.